I could see when I was in line to go to the ticket check-in counter, there were people really, really operating in their low level energy. They had us like kind of quarantined off to the side for 20 or 30 minutes because everyone was early. Like the flight was scheduled to depart at 1:50 p.m. and then people were already lining up by 11:30. You know how people do. And so I also was there. We're all going to the same place on the same flight, and your seat is already predetermined, right? Or at least if you checked in online, which everyone does these days, then chances are you've already chosen your seat and the plane is going to leave at the same time regardless. So I don't really see, I mean, nobody likes to wait in lines, but to me, like, it doesn't make a difference whether I'm first in line or I have to wait an hour or two because I'm gonna have to wait for that period of time anyway, leading up to the departure time. So to me, it's really not like it's such a non-issue. It's so out of my consideration. But I was just noticing that there were people when they like when they decided to okay, now it's time to check in the passengers for this flight at 1:50 p.m. What's that called? That line, like the belt thing. They released that so that we could go through and like circle around to the other side where there were agents at the counters. But then there were other people that were just arriving at the airport that were also like milling into the line. They were blending into our line from a different entrance with the ropes. You know what I'm trying to say? And so there were people behind me. There was this one lady, she was so pissed off. Like, why did they quarantine us over here? And then those people that they just walked in like 2 seconds ago and now they're in front of us. Like, this is such BS, blah, blah. She was having like a mini tantrum. This is a grown woman, right? I'm thinking definitely at least 40 and up. And she was just having a tantrum about how, like, why were we made to wait 20 or 30 more minutes when then other people can just come in and cut the line basically. It's just very juvenile and childish to me. I understand that nobody wants to wait in line. I understand the sentiment of things being not fair, and yes, maybe the airport personnel could have controlled the flow of people better so that it was more fair, but at the end of the day, we're all going on the same flight and you already booked your seat, right? So it's not like you're gonna what merit does that get you if you're faster at the check-in counter? I mean, unless you wanted that extra 30 minutes to go sit at a restaurant or something in the terminal, even so, like we have plenty of time after we get checked in. So I just thought that was funny because like many, many years ago, I was there, right? In my mindset. Like I would have probably had the same kind of reaction, probably not outwardly, but I would have had the same feeling of, oh, that's so unfair internally. But today I was just like, I could not be bothered less. Like I would not have noticed at all, probably unless that lady behind me was like throwing her little mini tantrum. But even her throwing the tantrum, I turned that into a positive reminder for me that, wow, remember when you also used to kind of participate or let yourself get sucked into that low energy vibe and now you're just like immune pretty much? Good for you. Celebrate yourself, celebrate your wins.